The video is Eilu Nishmas V'Shmo Baruch Menachem Tzvidoiv. So I want to begin with perhaps the most important lesson and I would say inspiration that I got from someone this morning. Someone this morning started playing the new song, relatively new song. It's called Kitoiv Hashem. It's a nigun for Mizmor L'Seida. You know, in Shulchan Aruch it says you're supposed to sing when you say Mizmor L'Seida. That kapitel Tehillim that we say in Sukkot Dezimah. And there's a new tune. If those that want to, maybe I was thinking even posting it, sending it to my dear friends, because it is so powerful. And it made me remind myself, and I said that this is so important to make sure that we're not losing simcha. Joy is something that we must keep. And as I pointed out from Rav Kiveger, it actually is the protection health-wise, and it's also the source of our Gula. And here, listen to this, it's an amazing thing, is that of the Klozmer Rebbe, so he sent out a discussion of what about the situation. One of the things that he wrote, he said that in his home, from his father and his grandfather, all the way to the Bnei Yissaschar, when it came to B'dikas Chametz, they didn't check the house until B'dikas Chametz time. Now, what was that point? His point is that it is not spring cleaning, especially in this time. I'm getting ready so many shilas, of course, about the cleaning, and we're going to discuss more and more about the process, but it's not spring cleaning. Imagine that all they did is they just checked for, like we said, the kazais of chametz. Why? Because 1 ounce of stress and kas and anger is much worse than chametz. You have to remember that, and especially for yourself and your kids, it's crucial. Here's my suggestion, by the way. There's a song, Kitov. It should be at least 3 times a day. You get up with your family, you put on, I remember in my days the boombox. Now they have small, also, whatever they're called, amplifiers and whatever they're called. But the point is that you could make the house lebedik, geschmack, no matter what the situation is. And it's the most amazing, rewarding experience. Start dancing. You don't have to be a Breslova. You have to be a person that's appreciating that no matter what we're in, we are the Jewish people. Hashem gave us this gift. And even this situation, we have the Torah that directs us what to do. And Hashem says, no matter what, so 3 times a day at least, I suggested at least every hour for 5 minutes, have music playing in the house. Now, Shabbos, you can't do that. Get up and sing with your kids. Dance with your kids. You don't have kids and you're yourself. Dance with a Rabbeinu Shalom. Simcha is the key. That's number 1. Number 2, chesed. Kindness. At this time, there's so many things that a person and the Torahs, and there's now a combination of the ginger and the whole thing. All these things are segulas from tzaddikim. I don't doubt them. But I know one thing. Tzedakah tatzil mimavis. This is a time where you dig in and you pull out the most money you've ever given. I have a kup of tzedakah. I'm hoping to give thousands and thousands of dollars, unfortunately, for so many people that need it. I'm telling you, this is the time. Make sure, tzedakah tatzil mimavis, do as much tzedakah as you possibly can, and chesed. There's so much chesed that could be done now. As we once said, there's a website from my good friend Jonathan, that whole website that has the opportunity to be part of doing chesed to different organizations, and especially now when people are hurting so much. This is how we're going into Shabbos. Chesed, and the ikar is simcha. Simcha that we're Jewish. Simcha is that we have the Rabbeinu Shalom. Simcha is that through, and by the way, this is the hint to the answer to Shabbos. Why is it that if you keep 1 Shabbos, according to Yerushalmi, even though it says 2 Shabbos in Bavli, is because if you keep Shabbos b'simcha, that's the ultimate. And the Stolner Rebbe said is that if a person goes through Shabbos and he's not feeling the oinig and he's not experiencing the oinig, it's like a safsal, like a bench that's a lacking. That's not Shabbos. Shabbos is oinig. And you know what probably the biggest oinig is? We're not going to have the news. We're not going to have the phone. Inspire all your relatives, especially the ones that are not connected to Judaism, and say this is a Shabbos that you could keep. There's nothing else to do. Turn off the phone before sundown, light up the candles, and keep Shabbos with us in heart. Have an amazing Shabbos. I suggest one more thing. Go to aish.com. You could tell relatives of people that don't know. Print out from aish.com. I remember it was a doctor, a good friend of mine. He used to tell me, and maybe I said this, but it's good to know. He used to say he had a Gemara in his Still has, in his office. Every time someone would come in that's secular, eventually would ask, well, what's that? Eventually you would ask, what's this art school? And he would explain to them, and he would say, no, Friday night, come Friday night, you and your wife, have a romantic dinner. Turn off the lights, put candle lighting before sundown, print something out from h.com that's interesting, and have the most amazing experience. This doctor has been zeicher to bring people to the Rebbeinu Shem simply by suggesting that this is the Shabbos. The entire world could do it. Have an amazing Shabbos.